SBR Forum's Punters is brought to you by Bookmaker.
We are previewing Week 6 in college football here at SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we're talking right now with new guest analyst TJ Pemberton from Game Day Insiders, who gave us a great pick, winner in his first pick with us last week in the NFL with New England, and now he's going to do a college game with us right now, LSU in Florida. TJ, thanks for being here once again.
How you doing, Peter? Great to be back.
Yeah. All right, you picked one of the marquee. I mean, normally when people pick college, you can pick whatever game you want. So they pick Northern Minnesota State against blah blah blah. But you went right for the the marquee matchup, LSU at Florida. Florida's a 2.5-point home underdog. Florida's been looking great this year. They're off of a bye, so they've been able to quote unquote fix whatever mistakes they've had, although there haven't been that many. And LSU, they went into Auburn, only won by 2. They struggled a little bit against Towson last week. So I'm looking at this overall. I'm thinking, man, maybe Florida's the play, but I'm just so used to LSU. I'm so used to this team being a big road favorite, covering easily, the public pounding them, winning and covering, that it just makes me a little bit nervous going against LSU, with only 2.5 points. But how do you see this game?
Yeah, Florida has looked great this year. There's no doubt about that. LSU has some flaws, and especially last week with Towson, they had the scare in the first half, but they did pull it out. Les Miles is going to have this squad ready. They're going to be hyped up. They're on the road, but we are under that key number of 3. In the last 11 meetings, the road team is 8-3. LSU's on the road. Their defense is pumped up. Jeff Driscoll, he's been sacked 12 times this year. 8 of them have come against Texas A&M, and LSU's defense is way better than Texas A&M. LSU's going to go on the road. It's going to be a hard-fought game, but they're going to pull up an upset.
Really? See, that's a ballsy pick. I was sure you were going to come in here and say, LSU's not as good as advertised. Florida's off of their bye. They're going to be raring to go for this game, and they're going to get an outright win. But that's a ballsy pick, picking LSU after beating Auburn by only 2 and then struggling against Towson. But I'm going to be very impressed if LSU comes off with a convincing cover here, TJ. Sorry. Fine.
Yeah, I hear you, Peter. The public's all over Florida. You're having 70+ of the public bets on Florida. So you might see the line even drop a little bit lower. But I think 2.5 is a great value on LSU, and I have the role with Les Miles in this Tiger squad.
Yeah, wow. Great analysis, and I'll be very interested to see in my talks later on with the bookmakers that I talk to what the actual public sharp splits are on this game. We'll see. Thanks so much, TJ, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Peter. Have a good night.
You too.